it's Jessica DeMassa with WTF Health. What's the future health? I'm here at Health 2022, and joining me right now, I'm catching up with Isabelle Kenyon. She's the CEO of Calibrate, and she is making an announcement of some news. So Calibrate, for those of you who may not remember my interview with Isabelle from a few months ago, they work in this GLP1 space, which is a new class of drugs that help with obesity, and they are now announcing the launch of their Calibrate for Enterprise, which is bringing this, instead of their direct-to-consumer model, into the payer and self-insured employer space. So Isabelle, tell me about this launch here.
Jess, thank you so much for having me. It's in addition to, so we launched the business in June of 2020 with a direct-to-consumer model. So we pair intensive lifestyle intervention, behavior change, all delivered digitally with medication, GLP1 medication. GLP1s have been around for a couple of decades. They're used for diabetes treatment. Now they've been developed and changed to be effective for obesity treatment. And so we combine the two things, help people get on the medication, help people change their behavior, help people get off the medication at a total cost of care that makes sense for treating obesity. We've been doing that in the direct-to-consumer space for 2 years now, 2.5 years almost, and the outcomes are amazing. We published the first outcomes last week at Obesity Week, and now we're bringing it to employers, we're bringing it to enterprise, and employers came to us and said, this is a huge problem. The cost of these drugs is humongous, and they're effective, and so we want a solution that gets these drugs to our employees, but we can't go bankrupt doing it, and so can you help us do that?
All right, now I want to unpack like a lot of that. So the cost of these drugs, I know we talked about this initially, they're like $700 to $1,300 a month, right? So I mean, this is a significant cost savings, and I think I even read in your release that these are like showing up, these class of drugs are showing up on like payers' top 10 lists of the things that they're paying a lot for. Say a little bit more about how expensive this is and like some of that appeal that you were getting from employers in terms of helping make this affordable. How are you able to make it affordable?
So the drugs are right at the cusp of retail and specialty drugs. They're right around $1,000 a month, and all three PBMs, major PBMs have now said these are the fastest growing category of drugs. We're talking about the next Hep C, we're talking about the next Humira. How do we contain the cost of these drugs? We can either say no one can have them, or we can figure out who are the right people to be on the right medications. There are several medications, several choices, and for what amount of time. The right medication, right person, right amount of time. And that's what we've been able to do at Calibrate. We learned in the direct-to-consumer business how to treat people, how to get them on the medication, how to get them off the medication, and how to drive the long-term sustained change, which really comes from improving underlying metabolic health using the medication.
Okay, so the Calibrate for Enterprise product actually rolled out with a client already. So let's talk about that. So you guys are rolled out with Workday, I heard.
We have 3 clients rolled out, actually.
Ooh, 3 clients rolled out. We'll have to find out who those other ones are if you can name drop. But I know Workday for sure. And one of the things that was really surprising to me was like the amount of enrollment that you had in this. So what I had read was, and I might get it wrong, but I'm going to try, in the first month of the enterprise launch, you guys enrolled just as many people as the first 6 months for the direct-to-consumer. So
that's it.
Talk a little bit more about that.
It's been amazing. So we launched the direct-to-consumer business. In the first 6 months of that business, we signed up 200 people. In the first 1 month of our Workday launch, we've signed up 200 people. And so really exciting to see the different adoption, to see the curve, to see how consumer mindset's changing, how people's understanding of the drugs is changing, and how people's acceptance and willingness to try the combination of medication and lifestyle intervention to treat that root cause of obesity, that metabolic health, is really changing, and the adoption and the tailwinds behind that so interesting.
How do you guys get people off the drugs? Because like I know that's like one of the bones to pick, right? Yeah, but that's the magic. So tell us about that, because that's where the skeptics are like, well, yeah, as soon as you stop taking the drugs, I know there's a lifestyle intervention, but that's hard. Behavior change is hard. People put the weight back on. So how do you guys do this?
This is all about physiology. So it's about understanding that the metabolic system is a system. It's your hormones. It's everything from your energy, your exercise, your food, your sleep. And it's out of whack for all of us. We all get out of whack. And so the program and the way that we've designed the behavior change of the program is to address your food, your sleep, your exercise, your emotional health, help you make the changes that address that underlying physiology, that help your body defend a lower set point, a lower weight, a lower body fat mass, and then use the medication as a catalyst, and then get you off that medication. So we're tapering you slowly. We've got a tapering program in place. Happy to share with you exclusively that so far 97% of people in the tapering program have maintained weight loss of greater than 10%, which is that really significant number for health, right? When we're trying to make people healthier, we want them to lose 10% of their body weight because it gets rid of all of the other risk for other chronic disease. And so we've been really excited to do that, and we're going to keep working on it. We're going to keep figuring out all of the different populations, who you can get off meds, who you can't. We don't think you can get 100% of people off meds. We think you can get the vast majority, and we think you can create a total cost of care equation that works for payers, where some people are on the drugs, some people are off the drugs, but everyone's getting to a healthier weight that's leading to less total medical expense.
It's incredible. I mean, it's some of the cost savings. Like, can you like rattle off some of the long-term impact of this? I'd love to hear it.
CVS just published this data, so it's not even ours, but people with a BMI of 35 plus, so a BMI of 30 or above is obesity, and that's 45% of American adults. So people with a BMI of 35 plus, which is about 25 pounds heavier than that, and that's probably about 30% of the US population, when they lose 10% of their body weight, they lose $10,500 a year of total medical expense.
Wow. Okay.
Insane.
That's insane.
Insane. Pays for itself, right? The cost of the drug, when we talk about the net cost of the drug after rebates, when we talk about the cost of Calibrate plus the net cost of the drug, you're talking about an immediate 2x ROI. You're saying if you can find the right people, the people where you have real medical expense to save, not the people who want to lose 5 pounds, the right people, and put them on the right medication for the right amount of time, you win.
Awesome. Now, when we spoke the first time, we're talking a lot about like how defensible your business model is. Are you seeing anybody new under the stage? Because I know like there have been a lot. I mean, right. So how are you guys going to maintain the scalability here of Calibrate and have it endure through time? Because you guys are really well venture backed. That goes. I mean, I remember. I think Tiger is in there. You guys have $100 million. That was the last time. That was when I spoke to you. Was when you guys raised your big round. So how do you guys, stay at the top of the pack in terms of leading the way in this business?
Yeah, Founders Fund, Threshold, Redesign Health, lots of amazing healthcare investors in the business. But for us, it's about results. It's always been the North Star of the business. If you can drive results, if your name can be synonymous with results, you win. If you have proven outcomes data, you win. If someone else wants to come enter the market today, they can. But I've already got 2.5 years of outcomes data, and I published it last week, right? And so that's the way you win. You win by publishing results, you win by sharing what you're doing, and you win by changing the way the world treats weight, setting a new standard of care. We can't treat 200 million American adults, but we can help other people. We can help health systems. We can understand and help anyone understand the right way to treat obesity and to think about what does that lifestyle intervention plus medication look like.
All right, what's next for you guys? I mean, this is a significant move into a very, very lucrative market. I'm sure this is going to take a lot of time, but just tell me.
We're going to spend a lot of time with employers. We're going to spend a lot of time with payers. We've already started working on payer contracting. Takes forever.
Are you going to name drop or no?
No name dropping yet. No name dropping yet. But, for us, the mission is to change the way the world treats weight. And so we want to reach as many people as possible, make obesity care as accessible as possible, and keep proving the results.
Awesome. Well, Isabelle, thank you so much for letting me break this news. I love it. I'm awesome. This is so exciting. It's really exciting. We'll have to check in again with you, see how things are going.
We will.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. I'm Jessica DeMassa here at Health 2022 with Isabelle Kenyon. They just launched Calibrate for Enterprise. She's the CEO. You can check out more content from me over on YouTube. I'm at youtube.com/WTF Health, talking to the who's who of health tech as they're changing the way that we do healthcare. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.